you're so seasoned and you've done so many things. What would you tell a new investor? What kind of tips would you give to them?
Well, the first and foremost, you've got to build a good team, and by that I mean you've got to get a team of subcontractors, not to do a particular job, but to be part of a team that will go forward doing a lot of flips. And in doing that, you don't want to be brought back into a property because something wasn't done correctly. And you need subcontractors that can perform. And I'm really good at scheduling them, and keeping a job rolling. But the most important thing to me on my subcontractors, if I say I need you tomorrow, they'll be there tomorrow no matter what they're doing. So you've got to be high on their priority list. So it's having a crew that everybody, and they're going to be interacting with each other, and you just need to make this like a big family. And that's what I have going for me now is subcontractors that have all been with me a minimum of 7 years. And it's a great group of people, and everybody gets along with everybody else. Everybody's constantly working, and, they know which that has to be done in a particular order. And I think managing and controlling and scheduling and having a great team around you is by far the biggest thing. The other thing is you've got to go between, you're going to either be a Lowe's person or you're going to be a Home Depot person. And you got to go build a relationship there where you're going to get the calls. Like I've been working with Lowe's for over 10, 15 years. And I get appliances at prices that nobody can fathom. I mean, yesterday they called me and they go, we got a stackable washer dryer that was returned. It's in perfect condition. It sells in the store for $13.95. You can come get it for $250.
Yep.
And I do that all the time. And so I have my garage full of appliances. I'll end up putting $4,000 or $5,000 retail appliances in a job, and usually it'll cost me less than $1,500. So these are the kind of relationships that you really got to have, and you've got to be called when they have something like that. You've got to be, and then the pro desk at these shops will these are my best friends, and so I socialize with them. I mean and I go in there and boom, 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 everything just runs like clockwork. So those, having a crew, again, it comes down to it's a team. You got to put something together that's like a well-oiled machine.
Words right out of my mouth. Yes, I agree. The well-oiled machine. And to piggyback on what you said, I don't know that all of my investors know, but Market Pro did flip houses for 5 years. And I agree with you 100%. And I'd like to talk about what you said. Appliances and buying them. We used to buy appliances, and this is a great tip for investors. We would buy, usually there's a July sale, and there's always the Black Friday. And we would order, like 10 sets. And they would actually keep them from us there. But that's because, like you said, we were such a high volume. We did 500 properties, but buying those things in volume. Also, I agree with you. I did became friendly with the appliance person, and we would get called as well. Hey, we just got a refrigerator that's got a little ding on the side. Would you like to? And you're so true in everything you say about building relationships. And that is what investing homes is building relationship with your lender, building relationship with your wholesaler, building relationship with your contractor team, and treating everybody, even the lady that comes in and cleans the house or stages the house, exactly the same. And that is where the worth comes in, and it keeps you to be a strong investor. So thank you. That is an excellent tip. And I wanted to go back to something that you said about the great amount that you made and on the property. And it really speaks to the after renovated value, which we talk about all the time. Market Pro had said, $430 to $450 for a good renovation. You took that renovation and made a beautiful renovation and was able to bump that up. Like you said, at the time, by the time you sold, it was at $470, but you even went $25,000 over. And I think something that the investors ask me a lot is, well, what's the after renovated value? It's not calculated right. Well, it's really based on how well of a renovation you do. Because of course, somebody could have squeaked in and just emptied the trash and put a coat of paint, but they wouldn't have flourished with the property and the profit that you did. So I believe in taking every property to the highest extent and doing the best you can. And I know we talked also about some of the renovations that you do, and it's just a really good learning tool for other investors to do the best you can and aim for the highest ARV. So thank you for all those tips.
Yeah, I mean, it just, I actually treat these properties like I'm going to move into them and have to satisfy my wife. And so I go to extremes. My foreman says, you overkill it. And I go, no, you can never overkill it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
I
you've
agree.
seen the results on the back end.